Here post-game with New Rider Baseball head coach Justin Pettigrew. And coach, that was a wild one. I'll tell you what, 12-11 winners over Henderson State. You basically punch your ticket to the next weekend. Talk a little bit about how relentless your bunch was tonight.
Man, I've been talking to people about these guys all year, just about their fight, their grit, the love that they have for each other. They want to play for each other. They want to win for each other. And that was evident tonight, and that was the thing. I just kept telling them, like, hey, don't play the scoreboard, play the game. Just like the other night. I mean, it's kind of a broken record, but the other night, same thing. Just don't play the scoreboard, play the game. Whether we're up 10, down 10, up 5, down 5, up 1, down 1, whatever it is, we shouldn't change how we play. And these guys have bought into that more than any other team that I've ever been a part of. Playing, coaching, whatever. They're a special group. They're fun to watch. I tell people all the time, they're going to fight until the umpire says ball game. And you got to see that tonight.
Coach, playing Henderson State, it's a bunch for the 7th time this season. So there's no secrets between the two teams. You're very familiar with one another. Obviously, the offense, throughout the entire season has really taken a lot of the headlines, and rightfully so, when you look at 1 through 9. But talk a little about your pitching staff and what the guys that you put out there today and how they were able to basically just keep it moving forward.
Man, it was kind of tough in the first inning. Parker went out there and, to be honest, was tipping his pitches. And as coaches, we need to do a little bit better job of noticing that, and they hit a 4 spot off of it when they knew exactly what was coming, and we fixed that, and he was a little bit better, but still ran out of gas, a little there, I guess in the 4th inning, I think it was, and then, handing the ball to Bolter, made some huge pitches. Our defense made some really good plays. Our defense made some mistakes today, too. That was something that hurt us. And then, being able to have Bolter bridge it to Sosa, and then Sosa was lights out for 2 innings. I think gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, no runs. Of course, the 1 walk, was, in the 9th after we had just tied it up, walking the leadoff man, and so he got my heart rate up a little bit. I joked with him about making it interesting, but, he came in and made some huge pitches for us, and, gave us a chance to win it there in the bottom of the 9th.
Coach, you were here in Magnolia the 3rd time the New Riders have had the opportunity to host. Obviously, the first time with kind of the more modern format of the 2 4-team sites. Talk a little bit about just the weekend as a whole. I mean, the big come from behind victory in the opener, basically the offensive onslaught yesterday, and then obviously the back and forth action today, and not only the 3 games, but how important it was to have that home crowd, because Walker Stadium was just about filled to the max every night.
It was rocking, and the thing is, what a roller coaster of emotions it was, from the first pitch all the way through the last one, having a game where probably the majority of people watching, would have counted us out, and knowing that our dugout wasn't going to let that happen, and, Tucker coming up with a huge home run, give us the lead there, and then us, nailing it down in game 1. Then game 2, just our relentless attack offensively, doing what we needed to do. And then, of course, there were some really good pitching moments in that game. A lot of times when you pitch in a game that's out of hand like that, you don't throw your best, because all you're doing is thinking, got to throw strikes, got to throw strikes. And if any of you guys out there play golf and you see water and it's like, oh, water to the left, don't hit it in the water, don't hit it in the water, that's what's going to happen, okay? And so, it's tough to get in a little bit of a rhythm when you do have a big lead. Don't get me wrong, as an ex-pitcher, I would much rather have a lead than not, but, Mar was great, last night, and then being able today, those guys going out there and doing what they did, and of course, big knock after big knock, you look up and Brandon Nichols strikes again, and off of the first team all-conference closer, with a big grand slam, and then he strikes again with a double, on right center to tie us up, and then Tucker Burton with the huge bomb, there to walk it off. And it was amazing to see. I've been a part of all 3 of those, regionals, in 9 and 18 and now, and it was amazing not only to see our crowd just overflowing with joy and emotion for our guys, but something that was even better, man. I saw a lot of old hats, back in the crowd, this week. I mean, I saw legends, that played here: Cody Jones, Bobby Beeson, Jeremy Hambryce, Andrew Whittington, Patrick Johnson, Victor Duke, of course, works here. But I mean, I'm sure I'm leaving someone out and leaving players out, but Kyle Slayton, Jonathan Orr, I could go down the line, forever. Leon Whaley, I mean, go down the line for all those people that were there. And really, the biggest one is Steve Goodhart, and I hugged that guy's neck afterwards. And just being able to do it for our fans, but being able to do it for those guys that, once a mule rider, always a mule rider, was so special. It really was. It was so special seeing everybody back and getting to just celebrate and enjoy it with them.
Coach, more baseball to come. Congratulations on the big win tonight, on the successful weekend. We look forward to next weekend as well.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.